Hello and welcome to a short video introducing a new SVE editor feature, the new SVE Project Wizard. This feature was introduced in the 1.8.2 release and helps to automate the setup of a new project for SVE editor. Basically, it pulls together a bunch of separate steps that would have needed to be performed in previous releases of the tool. There are two basic ways that you can use the new SVE Project Wizard. The first is to create an empty project, and the second is to create a project around existing sources. So to see the first flow, let's right-click here in the Project Explorer and say New SVE Project. And we'll just do something like My Project or something like that. So clearly a new project. We'll click Next here. Now, the new SVE Project Wizard bundles in the process of specifying the file list for the project. And so we can click New here to add a new file list to the project. We could also click this button here to browse the workspace if there were file lists elsewhere in the workspace that we wanted to incorporate as well. At this point, we've specified everything that we need to create a new project. So we'll click Finish here, and the new project will be shown. So here's the empty project with the new file list that we specified. If we open this up, we'll see it's mostly empty with a few comments. So just to show the process, let's create a new package here. Let's call it My Package. And we'll add that to the file list here. At this point, we can clean the project to rebuild everything, and sure enough here My Package is highlighted with the little blue dot showing that it is part of the SVE index. Okay, next let's show the other flow, which is to create a new project around existing sources. For this we'll use the UBus example from the UVM distribution. So yet again we'll say New SVE Project. We'll call our project UBus. But this time, rather than using the default workspace path, we need to actually go over and specify the path to the UBus project. Now, when we click Next and add a new file list, something slightly different will happen because we are working with an existing set of sources. So a new wizard comes up that again asks us to start by specifying what the name of the file list will be. And this is relative to the project. But now we can go through and specify what sources to include in that file list. And this comes directly from the new file list wizard. It behaves exactly the same way. Generally, the simplest way is just say, go find all the files that have an SV extension. And when we click this Compute File List button, SVE Editor will go through and scan all the files, analyze the include hierarchy, and list just the root files in the file list, along with any needed include directories. So in this case, a bunch of the files here, including the agents and the drivers, these were all included in some form into the ubus tbtop file. So therefore they're excluded. They'll implicitly be picked up as the ubus tbtop is processed. Okay, so now we can click Finish. We have our new file list here. And when we click Finish here, our new project will be created with the file list that we saw before. Now, this is a UVM project, and when we rebuild this, we'll see a few errors because we are actually missing the path to the UVM directory. So in this case, we know that we're actually inside the UVM distribution and we can specify the paths accordingly. We need to do something like define which simulator we're using. This just gets things to compile correctly. We need to add an include directory to the source location and the UVM package. So in other words, um, the new file list wizard doesn't get us everything. It's not infinitely intelligent, but it does definitely get us a good start towards getting the file list that we need. So if we click rebuild now, of course, everything's cleaned up here. No errors, no warnings. So just a short overview of the new SVE Project Wizard. This can really help accelerate the process of setting up a new project for SV Editor, whether that's an empty project or one around existing sources. Thanks for watching.